Luke Hatfield. I'm joined once again by Steve for our latest episode of Ask Bully, back at your house.
Yeah, I do apologise, we can't find anywhere else to go, can we?
No,
it's raining outside for the first time.
Couldn't believe it. The weather has gone dreadful, and they kicked us out of Molineux, not allowed Molineux now.
I know, it's scam, isn't it?
Unbelievable. Where else is there to start though? First Premier League win for Wolves. How does that feel?
I think we were saying last week that it's very vital we get 3 points away, and it's on the board. You know, when I sat here and watched it on the live stream, I thought it's got to draw written all over this. It's got to, because they had both chances. Either teams had both chances. I thought if we get a result or a draw, it won't be a bad result, but I want the 3 on the board. And when Traore burst down that right hand side, I thought nobody's catching him. And as you say, what did we say the week before? Catch pigeons.
Yeah, he can.
He caught a pigeon.
Exactly.
Get in there.
It was a great goal, and obviously, you know, what better than a late winner like that?
Yeah, it is. It knocks. If you're the other team, it knocks the stuffing out of you.
Yeah. Because
you think you've done the job well. They've got a point on the table and they're happy. And West Ham would have been happy with that. Yeah, I mean, I'd have took the draw because I think they're going to be a tough hard side.
Yeah.
But we caught them well. We got the goal. We deserved it. And I thought, well, fair play to the lads.
Yeah. Worrying times now for West Ham, of course. 4 games without a win. I mean, they've not even got a point on the board yet. What do you make of that?
Don't get feeling sorry. Because it's usually us having it.
Yeah.
I mean, Wolves ain't got a point on the board. They're not doing the best. They're not doing this. We're there with half smiles on our face at the moment, so I wouldn't even worry about the other teams at all. Just worry about Wolves. We've got a nice break now. The lads have gone to the international duty. The other lads can probably have a few days off and charge the batteries up, ready for the next game against, I think, Burnley. It's Burnley Sunday lunchtime.
Yeah, it's a couple of weeks away. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it, getting that break? As a player, does an international break, if you're not featuring, does it make it harder to keep that rhythm? Yeah,
it does, to be fair. And I think as a player, you want to play week in, week out. You want to train. You know, I know it's nice to have a couple of days off now and again to put him in, but get some fluid in the engine and whatever, the food in the engine to get ready for the next game. But as a player, you want to play every single game. When the break comes, I'm thinking, twiddling our thumbs and what we're doing, what I'm doing, because they're on a high at the moment. Wolves are, and I know the players will be thinking, why can't we play this weekend?
Yeah.
Why can't we play? I think if we'd have lost against West Ham, we'd have wanted the break to charge our batters up and go out there and start on the tactics again for the next one. But I think the players will be biting the bit again next week when they come back.
Good to see plenty of players heading out on international duty though.
It is, to be fair. I mean, it's a long time since Wolves had international players. You know,
Portuguese first teamers.
Yes, Robbie Keane, myself, certain players, Les Scott. There ain't many there that's been there, and now look at this. I think there's about 8 or 9 gone out this week. So I know they're mainly Portuguese, but it's nice to have them at Wolves.
Yeah. Let's get to the viewer questions now. We've had plenty come in. First one, a picture question from Stephen Lapper. He says he had this photo taken with you, Steve. Now for those,
look at that, baby.
There's you. There we go. It's a great picture, Stephen.
No.
He asks, you can keep this, Steve.
Thanks. Look at that.
Why did you never play with a beard or goatee that often?
I wouldn't look at it. No chance. I wouldn't scare the defenders, would it? How did I have that? And why we must have had something going on that week to say we've all got to do it. And I'd like to know that month when we had that, because I bet you saw one of David Kelly's ideas or something like that, where we had to have a goatee for the week. We all had to have it for that one match, and I think it is that one match, but I don't know what it was. That is a class picture. Everybody, look at that, baby.
It's a good one. Thanks for sending that in, that Stephen. It's a great picture.
I do apologise. I'm not far away, so I do apologise. I've not had a shave today, because I'm doing a photo shoot tomorrow. I need a clean shave, so I do apologise to viewers.
You're going to get that framed? Is that going to be?
I'm going to put that on my face. Don't show everybody up. That's a class picture I've ever sent. That's brilliant.
All right, next one, Henry Williams. He asks, would you play well with Moutinho and Neves in behind?
Oh, that's a no-brainer. That's a no-brainer. It's like having Paul Cook and Simon Osborne behind me when we had them in the team before. I know these two are more. Sorry, Cookie. So he's more prolific and more. You mean the position of the way they're playing now and slot the balls in rather than lob over the top all day long. That'd find me all day long. Seriously.
Yeah, you'd enjoy that one, wouldn't you? Oh. Mark J asks a question. This is a good one. Could you outrun Adama Traore in your pomp?
Oh my word! Probably over 10 yards, over 20, he'd kill me.
Yeah.
Because he gets going, he's got them guns and them legs. Boom! You saw it on Saturday. In the first 5 yards, I thought I was keeping up with this one. Also went boom, second gear, bang! He's in the box, goal. So no, over 20 yards. Now 10 yards, quick. Yeah.
Ah, there you go. He's quick though.
Not now.
Not now. I wouldn't dare race him at the moment. You hear me? Is he the quickest player you've ever seen in the Premier League?
He is one of them, yeah. Tony Daly used to be quick when he used to play when we played. You know, I mean, there was not many quick ones about because there was more long distance and whatever. And I used to suffer in the running, you can play, because long distance I was absolutely shocking.
Really?
You put the sprints on, I was there, bang, bang, bang all the time. But I mean, different people, different. Like, I mean, you had a midfielder with an engine, a big centre half who needs an engine as well. Front men need to go bang, bang, bang. Sure.
Yeah. There we go. That one was from Mark J, by the way. Thanks for sending that one in, Mark. Dan on Twitter, he asked, do you think Adama Traore deserves to start now?
I don't know. You know, I mean, I think I'm glad I'm not new now in this position because he's got so many people there now on the sidelines knocking the door, saying, give me a chance. As long as, if they don't get on the starting position, as long as they don't throw the dummies out and start saying I'm bigger and better than this club, it'll be fine. It's when you get one that goes, I'm here, I deserve to play. But you know, I mean, I think Traore keeps doing that. He's going to have to be in the side.
That's it. Yeah. Dubai Wolves. This is a good one. Bully was asked to sign a flag from Dubai Wolves once before. They asked, have you ever heard of them before? And are you ever going to visit?
My wife keeps trying to get me over to there, but it's not my cup of tea. I do apologise. It's probably one of the best places in the world. I mean, with the skyscrapers and everything else there, and the sandy beaches and everything. It ain't my cup of tea.
Really?
I mean, I'm more Portugal, Spain. I mean, Tenerife, just certain stuff like that. But I've never heard of Dubai Wolves, to be fair. But if they do want to send another flag, I will sign it for them.
There you go, guys. Get it sent in. We'll make sure he signs it next time. If they're paying, by the way, I'll happily go on a trip.
Will you?
In your place.
So you can fetch the flag for me from Dubai. We can get back and start getting it signed.
if they pay for that, I'll be more than happy to do it. Next one, this was a bit of a good one. Jesus Jones on Twitter. Yes, when are you going to save BTs?
Save BTs, I know it's a crying shame, you know, it's one of the main focal places in Wolverhampton.
Yeah.
You know, I think it was everybody's dream to go to beaches and spend the extra bit of pocket money or perfume or presents for Christmas. That was the main base. I know a lot of people do things online these days, but you need to go and try things. You need to go and look at things, and you know, I mean, the jobs that are going to be lost there is going to be unbelievable. And I've put it in the Express Star before about backing beaches all day long, and anybody gets on board. Bev's got on board, you know, Beverly Knight.
Yeah.
Everybody got to stick together on this one, and hopefully Mike Ashley will come to his senses and say, listen, this is an old traditional city here.
Yeah.
Let's keep it going and build the city back up again.
That's it. Back BTs with the Express and Star and Steve Bull. Ryan Mullen, where do you honestly see Wolves in 10 years' time?
10 years' time? Oh my word. I'd say 5, not 10.
Yeah.
In 5 years' time, I'd like to see us where Man City are now.
Really?
Yeah.
Winning Premier Leagues?
Yeah.
Doable?
Champions League, whatever. I think it's doable. I think Fosun wanted in 3 years. I hope to get in 3 years.
Yeah, fingers
That's
crossed.
a bit more. No. I'm more realistic. 5 to 10 years, but I'll say the way we're going at the moment, and we've settled in at the moment, and we don't want to get stronger and get better players in January and whatever. We should be there in about 3 years' time.
Fingers crossed for that, Steve. That'd be great. Jack Wiggins, he asks, what are your thoughts on the Checker Trade Trophy? Wolves, of course, in action this evening.
It's one of them things, eh? It's like a Mickey Mouse Cup, they say, which is a whatever. But when you're at Wembley, it ain't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We used to get down to Torquay, Exeter, what on a Tuesday night, win 1-0 in the rain, they travel back, then we had the quarter semis, final, and then in there, and then it was like us in the Leyland Duff, Sherpa Van in '88.
Yeah.
We sold at the old stadium.
Yeah.
So you know, I think it might interrupt us a bit now, but I think we've got the backup of a second team to compensate for the first team that we're playing at the moment. So in one way, I'd obviously all day long because I want to play football.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And another way, Premier League's first.
Yeah, that's it. At what point of a cup competition do you start sniffing Wembley?
Oh, once you get to the last 16.
Yeah.
Last 16, you're thinking, oh, well, who's left? And you keep checking that town and what's going on and whatever, and you go, boom, then you got quarters, semis. Oh, we've got a chance.
Yeah.
And then you get the fans coming out the woodwork then saying, I want a ticket. Well, where was your text talk? Sorry, fans, sorry, I do apologise. But it's all right, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
it's
it.
All right. Yeah. We don't want these little teams to start with, but you've got to get to the prelim round to get to the big boys.
Yeah. So we'll finish, as always, with our quick fire round, Steve. Let's get to it. Action or horror film?
Action.
Action. Last minute winner or 5-0 thrashing?
No, I think we've had this one before. I'd take I'd rather be comfortable and have a 5-0 thingy, but I'll take both of them.
Both. Either, any win's good. 3 points.
Yeah.
Summer or winter?
Too much. It's got to be summer.
Yeah.
Summer, you need a bit of sun in your back. Beautiful.
Doherty or Johnny Castro Otto?
Oh my word. Doherty's an absolute stalwart. He's absolutely brilliant and he up and down, left, right and centre. I'm not going to judge that one. Either one of them. If I could put them both on the side, I would.
Yep. Tea or coffee?
Oh, I've got to have a nice cup of tea. 3 cups of tea in the morning, that does me. Keeps me going.
2 sugars?
1.5, don't you? 2, yeah.
1.5, oh, okay. Nathan Judah or Tim Spears?
Oh my word, they're both as bad as each other. And they're both never here.
Yeah. I've been doing these for the past, 4 or 5 weeks?
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, both here, you're out, none here.
Sausage or bacon?
Oh, it's got to be sausage. Sausage and egg, it's got to be.
Morgan Gibbs White or Courtney Hawes?
Oh my word, at this moment in time, I think the up and coming one has got to be Morgan Gibbs White. I think he's got plenty of talent and he's one for the future.
Yeah. Cats or dogs?
Oh, it's got to be dogs, it's got to be dogs. I'm allergic to cats, so I can't have cats.
Oh, really?
My eyes puff up and everything, so.
What's your favourite breed?
My favourite breed? Well, we used to have a chocolate Labrador.
Oh, really?
I love chocolate Labradors. They're so timid and they're friendly with the family-wise and they're absolutely brilliant, mate.
Last one, it's always a toughie. Ron Flowers or Derek Parkin?
That's pants. That's pants. I think. The older generation are gonna go mad at this for me. I think I've got to go Ron Flowers.
Yeah.
Ron Flowers, yeah, absolutely household name. I know Dave Parkin was as well, but they're both on the same level. You're in the same team in the what was it, late 60s, early 70s, something like that. They're both good players, but Ron Flowers.
Ron Flowers. So a bit of a break now in terms of football.
Yeah, 2 weeks off. I mean, but if they get questions in. Different questions I want to ask him. I could come around next week and
Well, don't worry, Steve. We'll always be willing to pop round. And make sure you send that flag in, guys. We'll get that flag signed.
the white flag, and I'll put that on my wall. That baby. That's class.
Are you going to be watching England?
Not as much as I'll be watching Wolves, but I might have one eye on the television and see how it gets on. I think it's a learning curve for Southgate to bring some younger players in and have a look at them. I know it's a disruption to the Premier League teams, but it's got to be done. If we want to succeed in the European Cups and the Cup and the World Cup and whatever, you've got to have a strong team. And this is the only time you can build a base to say these are the ones I'm taking.
It's coming home, Steve. Yeah.
Well, we said that. No, patience. In the 4 years' time, we'll have a good chance because all these young players that went this year will have a really good chance next year.
Yeah, there we go.
Next time.
So, as always, get them questions in. We'll be speaking to Steve Ball. Send that flag in. And any more picture questions, more than welcome. More than welcome.
One last look. Look at that. Cheers, by the way.
Thanks, guys.